The country of Chile, or the Republic of Chile, is located on the west side of South America. Chile has a diverse and interesting culture. Some of the examples of Chilean surface culture are that the official language is Spanish. Soccer or football is the most popular sport. The typical clothing worn by most people is just like in America, and the biggest meal eaten is at lunchtime. Some examples of deep culture are that Chileans are very patriotic, there are important customs to follow in visiting others, and Europeans are at the top of the social pyramid and ethnic groups are at the bottom. For my book, I chose to read Travels in a Thin Country. It was a good and informative and fun book. The question I chose to answer was, what would the world map look like if physical geography was the defining variable for country boundaries? Chile is a great example for this question because it has a huge variety of physical geography, from deserts to mountains to glaciers. The answer is that the world map would look so different if it was broken up this way. In the year 1995, the social pyramid for Chile was in the demographic transition model stage 2. In 2020, Chile is in stage 4 of the demographic transition model. It is projected to be in between the 4th and 5th steps in 2045. Chile has gone from a developing country to a developed one. This postcard is from the Chilean Andes. I'm here visiting Chile, and my first stop was the Chilean Andes. These mountains are a huge range that stretches through 6 South American countries. The mountain range ends in the southern part of Chile, where it includes glaciers and volcanoes. This place is so cool. It gets colder the higher up in the mountains you go. This postcard is from the Atacama Desert. For the next part of my trip to Chile, I am visiting the Atacama Desert. This place is very, very dry and hot. It is one of the driest places on planet Earth, which is funny because Chile has also some of the coldest and most humid parts on the planet as well. It is 41,000 square miles and very beautiful. Chile has a very wide array of physical features because of how long it is. The top part of the country contains some of the hottest and driest places on Earth, deserts. The extreme Andes Mountains stretch from the top almost all the way to the bottom of the country. Glaciers and fjords make up the bottom part of the country. The country of Chile is divided up into 15 provinces, just like the United States is divided into states. Each of these provinces has a name and a region capital. The capital of the whole country is Santiago, in the Santiago Metropolitan Province. Chile has experienced many conflicts when it comes to border disputes. The 4 conflicts chosen are represented in the map on the left, and they are described in the right. The first conflict is between Chile and Peru and concerns the maritime boundary and the water between the countries. Peru claims Chile is not giving them the maritime boundary they deserve. Conflict 2 concerns a water dispute between Chile and Bolivia. The mine Codelco wants the access to water in a spring on the border between the countries, and Bolivia doesn't want to grant them access. Conflict 3 is the War of the Pacific between Chile and Peru and Bolivia, where Chile took away the water access for Bolivia and left it landlocked. Conflict 4 is one of the many conflicts that have ensued after the war, if Bolivia should get access to the Pacific Ocean through the Atacama Desert. As like most of the countries in the world today, Chile faces the critical challenge of saving and preserving the environment. Air pollution from transportation, field clearing, mining, and wildfires is a huge problem for the country. Water pollution is a problem for the ecosystems in streams, rivers, and lakes. Deforestation and soil stability are also predominant problems. The other big problems Chile faces are divides and inequalities between classes, human rights struggles, and ethnic group discrimination. The top of the pyramid is the Europeans who have lots of wealth, and the bottom is the ethnic groups. Chile has been in a military dictatorship that disregarded the rights of the people. Indigenous people's needs are overlooked in the modern world, and many are forced to change their names to get better job opportunities. These are big problems, but saving the environment is more important right now. The proposed solution is to first issue laws limiting the amount of carbon entering the atmosphere on given days. The next thing to do is clean up all the chemicals and trash in streams, rivers, and lakes. The last step is to meet up with the United Nations and discuss their success and encourage others to do the same. Hopefully, these measures will help Chile get rid of some of the climate change and environmental problems. This will make a huge impact on the country as well as the world at large. The end.